Welcome back. We continue our St. Jude Dream Home campaign, a cause that is close to our hearts here at the station. Chris Vickers joining us live from the house in Perrysburg, this year's Dream Home, and shares one local family's journey from diagnosis to treatment. Chris?
Yeah, Jeff, it was the dream of Toledo's Danny Thomas to open St. Jude for all kids. That includes children and families right here in his hometown of Toledo and across all of Northwest Ohio. This is the special story of one local family that owes it all to St. Jude.
Cancer has proven to be an obstacle, not a diagnosis that defines who Brooke is or what she has overcome.
If you could believe in yourself, you could believe in everything.
Born and raised in Toledo, Brooke explores her favorite place, the Imagination Station.
Woo! 94 miles an hour!
This local family credits the life-saving research and the world-class medical care at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital for saving Brooke's life.
You're excited about your birthday though, right?
Yeah, I'm excited to turn 18, but I'm also nervous.
Mom Christy knows how precious these moments are to her and her family. Her daily gratitude to St. Jude and the Toledo community that supported Brooke through her diagnosis of cancer.
I'll bring it to Memphis with me.
Cancer almost robbing a young child of their life. Words and a journey no parent ever expects to endure.
When Brooklyn was 13 months old, she started vomiting. I had taken her to the doctor. They had said that it was the flu. I proceeded then to take her to 2 more hospitals, trying to get answers, because at that point, you can tell the difference between your child being ill or something just not being right.
What followed was a diagnosis that sent the world crumbling.
When we were at Toledo Hospital, when they said it was a brain tumor, I remember just falling to my knees, like nothing mattered. It was just, I can't even explain it. Just everything felt numb and cold and really no hope at that point.
The diagnosis, a rare brain tumor, ATRT, a survival rate less than 10%.
And the next day, Brooklyn had a stroke. And that's when we had called 911, and she was transported to Toledo Hospital.
Life flighted to Cleveland Clinic. Brooke had become unresponsive due to the brain tumor. Emergency brain surgery removed the tumor, but this aggressive cancer required much more. Hope came by a phone call. Christy was contacted by St. Jude with an open invitation for Brooke.
St. Jude had called us and said, you don't have time for her to heal. She needs to start treatment right away. And that's when we decided the next day to pack up, and we drove 12 hours, and that's when her journey began, which was an amazing decision.
Any child with a diagnosis of cancer is openly accepted at St. Jude and never pays a penny for medical treatment, travel, housing, or food. St. Jude often takes on the most aggressive forms of cancer and offers one important thing immediately: hope. Surrounded by the world's best pediatric cancer research, doctors and nurses worked against the odds to save Brooke.
Hopeful, joyful, thankful. I mean, I was very thankful.
We're going to begin with leukemia, and by God's grace, after defeating it, go on to other diseases.
The dream of Toledo's Danny Thomas helping this local family nearly 60 years after the doors were opened. Still to this day, no family ever pays.
Did you receive medical bills?
No, not once.
What does that make you feel?
That was definitely a burden lifted off my shoulders, because there are families that do struggle, that have to quit their jobs, that worry about financial bills. And the fact that that's probably one of the only hospitals that I know of that don't bill, and that's true to this day.
After almost a year of inpatient care, St. Jude sent Brooke home to Toledo, coordinating the remaining 6 months of oral chemo back at home. All covered under protocols by St. Jude.
They actually sent all of her medication via mail, and they did the checkups locally here with Toledo.
The connection to St. Jude remains strong. For Brooke and family, St. Jude is their second home.
We still continue to go once a year for her checkups, and she actually volunteered to do some studies for them to help find cures to her cancer and for research.
Hi, this is Brooke. I'm here for my yearly checkup. I'm at St. Jude Research Hospital, and I just want to shout out to everyone at my hometown, Toledo, Ohio. Thank you guys.
Just this month, Brooke was back at St. Jude for her regular checkup. Forever part of the St. Jude family.
It changed my life because I really thought I wasn't going to make it.
The mission to find the cure, Danny Thomas's dream, is still so powerful.
I just hate seeing kids sick because when I was little, I would because my mom went through a lot and I just feel bad for the other parents and I just wanted to help them.
And that is Brooke's dream, a second calling to go back, this time to do more to help.
To me, St. Jude's like my second house. It's like a home to me and I want to figure out how to be there for others even if I'm there. And I told my mom, when I graduate nursing school, I'm gonna go there and actually work.
Brooke is now currently a student at Penta with desires one day to work in medical technology, returning to St. Jude working as a nurse to help other kids in need.
They work hard, even if they really are sick. They try to figure out a new cure, and if it don't work, they try to find something else.
A life saved for this local family, giving thanks to the bold dream of Toledo's Danny Thomas.
I would thank him for my daughter's life and just the amazing work he did to help these children find cures and be able to live productive lives.
Well, you heard it there. The mission of St. Jude. It is as local as it gets right here to Northwest Ohio in the Toledo area. You can help support that mission, the mission of Toledo's Danny Thomas, by calling now 1-800-831-7061. We've made it even easier, that QR code right there at the bottom of the screen.